Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Swathi. I'm a watercolor artist and I absolutely love painting anything and everything with water. Whether it's lakes, oceans, reflections, waves or rainy landscapes, I'm always drawn to subjects that capture the beauty and movement of water. In today's tutorial, we are going to paint a beautiful yet very simple abstract water study inspired by flowing water waves or just the water surface. This project is a wonderful exercise just for a wet on wet experience. So let's get started. To begin, I'm applying a generous layer of clean water across the entire surface using size 20 mop brush. Take your time with this step and make sure the paper is evenly wet. We want a consistent sheen across the surface without any large puddles. Once the paper is evenly wet, I am taking turquoise blue and creating a series of loose diagonal strokes across the paper. Think of these as the foundation for your water movement. Leave a good amount of white spaces in middle. Make sure your brush has good amount of paint in it, else they will all merge together. I'm not trying to make them perfect. The beauty of this painting comes from natural flow and variation in the strokes. Tilt your board a little bit so that they all mix and it doesn't form any harsh edges. I let it dry a bit and switch to a synthetic brush. This is Belle Aqua brush of size 8. This helps with softening any of the edges by not lifting too much of paint or water. So I'm gently softening these diagonal lines. I'm allowing the pigment to spread naturally while maintaining the overall direction of the flow. This is to give a more fluid experience to the overall painting. When the surface is still wet, I'll take some phthalo green and apply it on to few areas. Notice that I am placing this color only on one side of the waveform. This helps create depth and gives the impression of light and shadow within the water. This step should be done when the paper is semi-dry, which means there is not too much of water on the paper, else they will again merge entirely and mix with the turquoise green completely. Now again I'll do some lifting with the size 8 brush. I have a tissue paper handy here so that I can lift off the excess of paint from my brush as well. I'm already sensing a lovely sense of movement of water here on the paper. And of course, any of my paintings are incomplete without some splatterings. So I'll go ahead and introduce some splatters. Initially, splatters with some of the paint, but then I feel that may not be too much realistic here. So going ahead with water splatters directly. Going back here with the darker shade of the turquoise and the phthalo green mix only at some places to create more of the depth. Smoothing out some of the harsh edges here by just pulling out these already damp surface. This is creating the movement of water, like you can see. You can skip this step if your paper is not completely wet. I'll switch to a size 4 round brush and will continue using the same lifting technique to create ripples and delicate highlights. Take some water into the brush and move it in this circular direction. So wherever there is paint, it will lift some of the paint, and wherever there is white surface, it adds the paint there, giving a perfect ripple effect that we need on the surface. This is one of my favorite parts because it brings the water to life and adds beautiful detail without making the painting feel overworked. Once I'm happy with the ripples and highlights, I'll allow the entire painting to dry completely. Now the paper is fully dry, we can move on to final decorative elements. I'm using some bright florals here. Adding a few loose flowers or petals around the composition. So these flowers provide a lovely contrast to the cool water tones and a focal point to the painting. Keeping this very simple and expressive. so they don't need a lot of detail to be effective. Our major hero here is the water surface. So I'm taking opera pink or any other bright shade of pink that you have, or any other bright shade of your favorite color that complements the blue that you have used. With size 4 brush only, I'm adding it, just keeping it perpendicular to the paper and dragging it across for getting the feel of petals. To finish the painting, I'm adding one final round of splattering. This ties all the elements together and gives the artwork a fresh, spontaneous watercolor feel. So this is our finished painting. I hope you enjoy creating this project with me and found it helpful for practicing some basic watercolor techniques like wet on wet, lifting, some of water control, and creating the movement through simple brushstrokes. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for painting along, and until next time, happy painting!